So I got a few more Yu-Gi-Oh cards in today, another one of these boxes. This one, there is some pretty cool stuff in here. It's not as big as the previous few lots like this that I've opened, but a couple of pretty big cards. It seems like for a while this store had been kind of using almost a year-old pricing for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so it was possible to get some really good deals from here, but recently it seems as though they've kind of updated their pricing scale, so not quite as many good deals, but they do get some pretty cool stuff in sometimes, so I check frequently. And I found a couple of neat cards here. Here are all these packing peanuts. So I see they've gone with the box inside, or rather I should say the envelope inside the box. Packaging method this time. Alright. So, come on, it's stuck in there. You can see one of them right here. We'll save this for last. This one's a little bit more interesting than it might seem. Well, it does seem pretty interesting. There's more to it. Alright, so a lot of these are going to be just kind of commons and rares that are going to help fill out my first edition collection. So a lot of things from, I think, like Ancient Sanctuary, maybe Invasion of Chaos, those kinds of things. So a couple of commons and rares here: Door of Fate, Draining Shield, Monster Gate. Picked up an extra left arm. This is unlimited, but it was a fair price. So these are popular cards. Figured I might as well grab it. I'm buying these other cards at the same time. Legendary Ocean, Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, Dragon's Gunfire. It's a rare and Fatal Abacus. Some more commons. A couple of rares here. These are... So, like I was saying before, I have been in the process of collecting a full first edition LOD set. Well, I guess full first edition, all of the original sets now, but LOD, Legacy of Darkness, was the first one that I started with. And I did get all of the foil cards in first edition, so now I'm just kind of replacing the rares and commons. So here's a couple of rares that I had in unlimited, but now I'll have them in first. Same kind of deal with these. Some Labyrinth of Nightmare. Some more commons. Jar of Greed. For these ones, I actually grabbed two of these because I've actually put together a physical copy of a GOAT format deck, because I've been playing a little bit on Dueling Book, and it's pretty fun. So I've taken some of my extra cards and I've been making the deck that I've been using on that, which is an Exodia deck. So in that, you need 3 copies of Jar of Greed. So I grabbed a couple of these so I can kind of just work on finishing that deck. I'm not sure if I'm actually ever going to play it in real life, but honestly, the main reason that I want to make it is just so I can goldfish with it, because that in itself is pretty fun. If you're not familiar with what goldfishing it's just like shuffling up the deck and drawing an opening hand and just kind of playing it out in your head. You could play an actual game, I guess, but unless you have another deck, it's a little bit more difficult. So just some more commons and rares here, some LON stuff. And then I grabbed this also, this Archfiend of Gilfer. It's one of the, I believe this is a Shonen Jump promo. Yeah. This one, it's one of the first ones though, one of the first North American ones, I should say. So this is one that I did have a copy of already also, but I feel like this one is one of the more popular ones that might have some increased demand over some time. Looks like there's a little bit of a dent in it there. It's not so bad though. Alright, so take a look at these cards. Got a Red Eyes Black Dragon and a Thousand Dragon. Thousand Dragon first. This one is first edition North American Metal Raiders. Pretty sweet. Let's just take a look at the condition. I did see a scan of it. It should be pretty good. I don't think there's any major flaws. Wow, this looks nice. It's super deep and saturated color. That's cool. It looks very vintage. Yeah, there's a couple tiny things like that, but overall it's nice. The surface is nice. It's in good condition. So the thing with this card is actually literally the night before I purchased this one, I also found one of these on eBay that was a pretty good price, so I bought it. So then, you know, the day after I bought that, I was looking at the store, and they had also gotten in a first edition Thousand Dragon. So, I mean, I had just bought one, but at the same time, it was a pretty good price. So I just bought this one as well. So now I'll have two first edition MRD Thousand Dragons. 2,000 Dragons. You know, that's alright. It's a cool card to have an extra of. If I get 10 of them, does that mean I have a 10,000 Dragon? And this one, the Red Eyes Black Dragon, is first edition LOB. You can see it's in very nice condition. But let's flip it over. I actually bought an Asian English one. I'm not a fan of Asian English cards. Usually when I look on eBay and I see first edition LOB, I'll get excited. It's like, hey, that card's a pretty decent deal. I'll take a look at it, and then I see the picture of the back. It's like, oh, okay, it's Asian English. Just pass on it. But, I mean, this was a pretty decent price. I think this card was like 90 Canadian dollars or something like that. Which, I mean, for a first edition LOB, Red Eyes Black Dragon is super good, but then you have to take into account the fact that it's Asian English. And at that point, it's still a good price, but it's not nearly as good of a deal as it would be, you know, if it was North American version, because Asian English is worth a lot less than North American. But I figured I'd grab this anyway, because, you know, it is the Red Eyes from LOB in first edition, and that alone, regardless of being North American or Asian English, means it does have a lot of demand. So I figured I'd grab this card, see how this one ages, because it is in very nice condition. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's in very good condition. Put this back in the thing. It looks like possibly they've run out of unmarked top loaders, because apparently there's some kind of top loader shortage or something, so they're using sports card branded ones now. So I'm gonna just put away a couple of these cards. I'll show you a brief look at my LOD binder. Legacy of Darkness. I'm gonna shift this up, make a little bit of room. So this is where I keep my sets. Well, in this binder, there's Labyrinth of Nightmare, Legacy of Darkness, and Pharaonic Guardian. I'm just gonna fill in these spots of the first edition cards that were missing. So let's go to the LOD cards. I don't think there's very many of them. There's a lot of Labyrinth of Nightmare here. That'll take a while to film, putting away all those. So I'm not going to do that. But we've got these. Oh, there's a few. That's a lot more than I thought there were. Not sure if I'm going to do all these right now. See if there's any empty spots though. I don't think there would be. You know what? I'll just show you the ones that I'm missing. So there's one here. I think that's Warrior Digrapher. I don't believe that is in this. No. For some reason, that one's being a little bit hard to find in first edition. What else? I'm not sure what goes here. The big common from this set is Smoke Grenade of the Thief in first edition. That's a pretty valuable card. It's probably like, you know, 30 bucks or something. And I do have one ordered. It's just not here. It's in a different location. I'll swap out this Sousa Soldier. That'll make this entire page first edition. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a nice shape. And there's something here. I'm not sure what goes here either. I can put this Legendary Ocean in here. So yeah, Legacy of Darkness is my favorite set. There's just a lot of cool cards in here. A lot of ones that I played with when I was a kid. So I have, you know, memories attached to these archetypes. So this was the first set that I finished in first edition. Cool cards like Creature Swap. It's a pretty powerful card. Injection Fairy Lily. Very popular. I actually have 2 of these ones in first edition. I ordered 3 of them, really. I ordered one on eBay first, but it just never arrived. So that kind of sucked. I got a refund and felt kind of bad because it didn't seem like the person was scamming me or anything. It just kind of got lost in the mail. I'm not sure why they sent it without tracking, because it's a pretty valuable card. So it would have been good to send it with tracking, but they didn't. So I just got a refund on that one. And then, so since I didn't get that, I bought another one on Card Market, and when it arrived, it wasn't, like, I saw pictures of it and it looked pretty good, but it was not in as good condition as I was hoping when it arrived. So I was a little bit disappointed with that one. So then I ended up buying this third one, which is in better condition, so that's what I've got here now. And then I would say probably my favorite card from this set is Yugioh. Super powerful. I believe it's banned. Very good card. Iconic. Have lots of casual appeal with that one. The Freed, the Matchless General. I played a warrior deck with this card. You know, you got the the Dragon archetype with your Tyrant Dragon. Spear Dragon's an awesome card. This is a very cool set. So I'm looking forward to you know, putting these away and taking a look at these cards some more, but that'll take a little bit of time, so don't think I'm going to film that whole process. Anyway, though, that's this little collection. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And otherwise, I'll talk to you later.